What's up, guys? Welcome back to RedBeard Survival Outdoors. Today we will be checking out the Green Stove Hori 5. I was watching another YouTuber and I seen this stove and figured, hey, that'd be perfect for my bell tent, because the stove I got for the bell tent is just way too big. So hopefully this one will be big enough. Hopefully it'll be big enough, because I'm taking it out this weekend and temperatures are going to be plummeting. They're already cold right now. It's 19 degrees outside right now. But let's get this thing unboxed and get it set up. Anyway, so it came in the box. There's really not a lot to unboxing this thing. There, it's unboxed. Comes in a cool looking pleather bag. I don't think it's really leather. But let's take this thing outside and get to setting it up. All right, so I'm kind of curious how much this thing weighs. And funny enough, I have my scale sitting down here. 31.8 pounds. All right, so I was going to do this outside, but it's too damn cold to do this outside. So let's take a look at this thing. So like I said, it does come in this cool little case. Green stove on it. Your pipes come plastic. And this is the stuff I'm talking about. So when it comes from the manufacturer, a lot of this stuff, I don't know if it's going to pick it up. Let me try to get it in the sunlight a little bit. A lot of this stuff is going to have oils on it. And you want to burn them off. Because if you go to put this in your hot tent the way it is, then you're going to have smoke and all kinds of stuff. Now this is the oil I was talking about. So that's the stuff that you want to burn off. And like I was saying, if you don't burn that off, it's going to smoke really, really bad inside the tent. So you open this up here, and you have the rest of your pipes. This is the dampener. This is the tool for everything else. Let's see what they have in there. So you have your elbow. Come out of here. This is to hold it up, which I'll show you here in a second. The burner. This is a piece for the dampener for that, and then this sits up here. Whew. Let's get to putting this thing together. All right, so that wasn't horrible to put together. They do send you a ton of screws and whatnot for around this. I guess if one of them goes bad or whatever, because I'm not seeing in the instructions where anything goes. There might be a couple screws that need to go into the hopper, but let's get that hopper put together. All right, guys, so got to put together in there. It really wasn't that bad. This stove is pretty small. I am not sure if it's going to do what I need it to, where I need it to, but there's only one way to find out, and I'm not going to shit on it before I get it in my hot tent. So the pellets that I have are Green Supreme. It's a mix between hard and soft wood. I know it says to use soft wood in it, but where I'm located, it's hard to find soft wood. But let's get this thing going and get a torch on it. All right, so we're going to go ahead and start scooping these pellets in. And see, I did hear that would happen, and that just happened. So when you're going to put these pellets in, you want to make sure that this flap is open up all the way. Losing pellets, but that's all right. And then push it forward. Okay. This little door needs to be all the way up. So what I'm going to do is get me a couple ready, hold that up, dump that in, and if you see, that is actually a air intake right there. And now it's totally open. And then when it starts to run out, it'll close off. Ooh, it's cold. Okay, so I'm gonna, half a 5-gallon bucket is what I'm gonna use. Bring it over and show you. All right, so we're not all the way full, but that's full enough. I'm gonna get the GoPro ready. Oh, we need to start this thing. Hang tight. So I can tell you one design flaw, and I was saying it earlier, was this only has one screw right there for the hopper. It has a screw hole in the back, but nothing on the side. So I want to go move this to the side, and the whole thing bends over and bends. No clue if it's going to work anymore, hold the smoke in like I want it to or not. Guess we're going to find out. All right, now that we have that snafu kind of done, we're going to get this thing lit. What better way to have it done, because you have to use a torch anyway, than using a torch. Heat up the pipe a little bit. I'm gonna wait for that to start catching. That's awesome. Now for this test, I'm gonna have it wide open. Oh. You know, let's sit there and burn for a second more, but for this test, I'm gonna have it wide open and see how long it takes. I do have a time lapse going right now. That will, at least tell me what we're gonna get. It is 5:30. Bring you guys back in here in a couple hours. Tell you what, with being only 9 minutes into this burn, you can already see the stuff coming off. Let's check this out. So at the top, you can already see all that oil burning off of it. This thing is kicking. As you can see there, what happens is once the pellets die down, it'll fall down into the ash pan at the bottom. And hopefully these pellets do what they're supposed to, because I'm not sure if these pellets are going to be good enough for this thing or not. But that's why we have test. So see you in a couple hours. We are an hour into the burn, and we can smell it. But it's getting all that off. Let's check out our pellets real quick. So it's going through the pellets. About an hour. We're down probably right here. So no smoke coming back up through it, which I'm kind of happy about that. Step back and take a look. There's a time lapser. Yeah, we're still cooking on high. So it says you can get 6 to 10 hours in ideal conditions. Well, hopefully this, I mean, it's not ideal conditions because it's very windy right now and it's very cold, but we'll see how much longer we got. All right, guys, we are at hour number 2 and it is 12 degrees outside. It is cold. Let's go out here. Oh, there is one thing I wanted to show you. So as we're sitting here waiting, just to test this thing out, it came in. So this is the 3-liter water catch for the stove, which is kind of cool. But the only bad thing about it is, hold up. So it's doing a little jig. Fucking airplanes. doing a little jig right now. So what you do is you take off the side right there. You really can't see it, it's pretty dark. You take off that side over there, and it heats the water up and everything. But the thing is, the stove needs to be off for you to do that. So let's go ahead and take a look at the stove real quick while we're out here. Still burning pretty good. Let's see how much pellets we've gone through. Ooh. So we are right here. That's 2 hours full tilt. Whew. So 2 hours full tilt on this thing, and it is going through some pellets. We're not having any blockage with this stuff. That's what I was afraid of. Man, it's cold. Didn't have any blockage or anything from this. I was worried about that with the pellets because it wasn't a completely soft pellet. It was blocking up where the fire catch is. So it's right at 2 hours. Like I said, I think we're only going to get probably maybe 4 hour burn out of that being full tilt like this out in the open. I don't know, we'll see, but hang tight. All right, guys, we are 4 hours in, and it's still kicking, and it's very cold now. I think it dropped down to like 9 degrees right now. So hang tight. Let's take a look at these pellets. All right, so we are coming up on the last little bit of these in here. And like I said, it's been 4 hours, but it's still going pretty decent. And it's throwing off some heat. Not really seeing a lot of buildup in there from these pellets, but we're gonna let this burn off. Take this camera in for the time lapser because I guess the battery died, and give you the rest of my review. All right, guys, so we are completely done. I got exactly 4 hours out of this thing, and I don't know. I don't know if it was because it was outside most of the time, and like I said, it's like, well, now it's 7 degrees out. I don't know if it's because of that, but like I said, 4 hours full tilt outside. I like it. We'll see tomorrow if it keeps the hot tent cool or hot. Hopefully it does, because if not, tomorrow's going to be a long night for myself. So watch it, look out for that video, and stay at the ready. I'll see you guys on the next one.